Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of We the Ones podcast. I'm your host, Big TD. The guy to my right is a former third draft selection by the Cowboys in 2012. Boise State alumni from Ontario, Canada, Tyrone Crawford. Ty, what's going on, bro?
My dog. It's good to see you again.
Yes, sir.
Everything is well. Everything's blessed. I can't complain. How about you? How's everything?
Hey, man, I'm blessed, brother. I can't complain. Won't do me any good anyway.
Yeah. And I don't really want to hear it anyways. Nobody want to hear it.
Please make sure you hit that subscribe button, like button, and leave us a comment. We appreciate all the feedback and support. Ty, man, you had a nice career, man. Tell me, what was it like being in the locker room as a Dallas Cowboy?
Elite, bro. It was elite. I mean, like just wearing the star. I mean, at the beginning, they go through the process of earning the star, right? And I mean that's it's a pretty dope process because it's not just rah. It's like for real. Like you really got to earn the right to put that star on your helmet. And every day, as you walk through Valley Ranch, at least the old facility, it said it's a privilege and not a right to play and coach for the Dallas Cowboys, right? And I love that because I mean, dude, it truly is. It truly is a privilege to wear the star and be a part of that family, be a part of that. I like to call it the mob, because just how they are here in Texas, the presence of the star, and no matter where you're at, you're all right. You know what I mean? You're good. So, it was a big blessing.
Yeah, were you around when you was around when everybody had the what was it, the Hot Boys going on?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. Who started that, man?
I mean, there's a big argument. Malik Collins would say he started it. Taco Charlton would say he started it, and then DeMarcus would say he started it. So
D-Law?
Yeah, Law. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I don't really know. I just know it was fun. We had a blast. We still have a brotherhood that's stronger than a lot of the D lines that I played with on other years. We still reach out. We still do functions. And we're still like the most close knit D line that I've been a part of. So, I mean, I'll throw it up forever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man, that's great, man. Going into the league, man, most guys they come in as a rookie. They have like a veteran that shows them how to be a pro. Who was that guy for you in the locker room?
Honestly, man, the one that showed me how to be a pro, the one that was, the most, I guess, giving, and kind of what I, based the rest of my career off of was Jason Hatcher.
Okay.
Yeah, big
Hatch, man. I remember
Hatch, man. Absolutely, big dog. And again, if this, he would love to do something like this. He loves to support, loves to be, to give, to just help in any way on different podcasts. So I'll link you guys up and make sure he gets on here. But
we'll be glad to have Big Hatch, man.
Yeah, Hatch, man. I'm not gonna say his nickname, what they called him, but they called him. But anyways, yeah. So he was the one, and still is to this day. If I'm at any point, feeling sorry for myself or something like that, which I rarely try to do, just because again, like, don't nobody want to hear all that, right? You know what I mean? But if that ever happens, I link up Hatch. We go on golf, we get together, talk post ball, talk business, and then just chop it up really, and just get together as brothers. But yeah, he was really the big brother, put his arm around me and show me the ropes.
Okay.
Most definitely. I mean, all of them were dope. I had a whole bunch of dope vets: Anthony Spencer, D Ware, Kenyon Coleman, Marcus Spears, Jay Ratliff. I had some gangsters, bro.
Yeah, Big J, man. Yeah.
I had some gangsters, bro.
Yeah, but it's always that one, man. It's always that one for sure.
Yeah. And I'm missing a bunch, like Josh Brand. I'm missing a bunch, but a lot of those guys were big for me for sure.
Okay. Man, what it's a lot of other sports out here, man. You could have chose. I see you got a basketball background. Why did you choose football, man?
Well, honestly, I love basketball, but it was I was a big man. I could have probably, ventured off to, getting into different positions in basketball and maybe taking that further. But really it's two things. It's I was obsessed with that upfront battle. I was obsessed with just like, I don't know, the sound of the helmet.
Okay.
And the other thing was I weighed the decision. I threw shot put disc. I was like, hey, okay, I could probably go and, do some kind of, I could probably try and push for the Olympics in Canada. Yeah, no, that's not what I'm going to do. Basketball, I'm probably going to go this far. I'm gonna throw that out because I know there's a ceiling on me. I'm a big man at 6'4", and then there was baseball, which that was really the heaviest weight for me is baseball and uh, and football. But
Okay.
again, I was obsessed with the clash. I was
Okay.
obsessed with that upfront battle.
Yeah, it's nothing like it, man. It's nothing
I
like
still
it.
am, and which sucks. You can't do that. You can't be like that outside of football.
Yeah. Basketball, man. In today's game, man, what you think? What kind of numbers you think you'll put up?
Professionally,
Yeah.
basketball. I mean, I'm not gonna like bow down. I'm not trying to brag, but like I played on big dog teams. Like I played on Team Canada. I played on at Team Ontario and against some of the best players in Canada that went, Division One and all that, and like held them and scored a lot of points against them. So I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna score no points. I'm gonna put up some buckets, but I'm probably gonna get a crap ton of rebounds off my own missed shots, and I'll probably score about 6, 10 points.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
about to say, don't be humble with it, man. Let me know. Let me
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. I ain't about to. These big men in the league now are soft, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
box
can
them out.
name a couple. I can name a couple, but we're not gonna do that today. We
Yeah, yeah. No, we're gonna be all
yeah,
right.
we'll talk about that another day,
Yeah,
maybe off
yeah,
camera or something.
yeah.
Man, tell me, what was your most memorable season, man, and why? Like, tell me what season really stuck out to you the most.
I mean, it's pretty easy for me. I love like a couple seasons. 16. I think 17, 8. I like. There's a couple seasons I like, but 14 was my most memorable season.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's the Des Carter year. That's the way that
yeah,
everybody will think of that year. But we had a defense that a lot of people didn't really believe in. It's kind of like I don't know. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting with the Cowboys now. Like going into this year, I feel like a lot of people outside they love the offense. The offensive line, maybe they're a little iffy about the running back situation, but everything else they love about the offense. And then the defense, you don't really hear too much chatter. And that's kind of how it was going into 2014. And that was the year where like everybody just played for each other. Coach Marinelli would preach it all the time. The star of the defense is the defense. So, like no one really was the all star of the defense that year. I mean, we had some ballers, but they were all like, flying under the radar with the defense, and we were just kind of going in there as a unit, taking people out and getting out, right? So
yeah,
it was a dope feeling to be a part of that type of defense with that type of coaching, sorry, across the board. And them type of players at your back, right? So that was a really big year. That was the year we didn't have Sean Lee, so I always loved, having a Sean Lee year.
yeah,
So
man. I love Sean Lee, man. He was nice,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. If we had
MVP
Sean Lee that year,
2020.
that was
Yeah,
a Super Bowl year.
yeah,
That was a Super Bowl year.
definitely. Because
Yeah,
the crazy thing about it, the catch that Dez made would have been a catch today. So, I mean,
yeah. No,
people always talk
absolutely.
about that over and over and over again, but we ain't
I
gonna
know
sit
it
back
is what
and
it
dwell
is.
on it.
Yeah, it is
You
what
know,
it is.
they
It is
got to
what
go
it
get
is.
it, man. You got to leave, no doubt, man. But
Absolutely.
tell me, man, I got to get your take on this situation, the Micah Parsons contract situation, man. Who do you feel has more leverage, Micah Parsons or the Cowboys front office?
Well, I'll put it like this. I think that the Cowboys front office is kind of I think that Micah's got the leverage right now. I think he's got more bullets in the chamber because I think that it would be pretty even if there wasn't, the pressure from the city of Dallas. Like I mean, like dog, they just, like the Mavs. traded Luca away, like you will like the city may riot if they traded Micah away. And I'm
Yeah,
not even joking. Like there may be like a little riot, like if
yeah,
if they trade Micah away. But and that's where I think he has like the upper hand a little bit because that pressure is being felt. And trust me, being around here, like that's the biggest question. Like my kids' teachers are asking me about that. You know what I'm saying? So it's yeah, like women teachers,
yeah,
like they're like, hey, like what are we doing with Micah? And I'm like, I don't know. Like I know a tad bit maybe more than everybody else, but it's not like it's enough to be like, oh, we're gonna get this thing done. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So
for
it's like,
sure.
yeah, I am under the impression that it will get done though. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't think there's much to really worry about. I think it will get done because I know Micah wants to be in Dallas. Like, why would you not want to be like, bro? It literally is the I think like after talking to like many teammates that went all over the NFL and different teams, like there's no debating like they treat you the best like facilities, the best like culture, like when you're within the locker room and stuff like that. Everybody thinks they're the Hollywood team of the NFL, but at the end of the day, every NFL team's like that. Every owner is trying to make their team franchise more valuable, and Jerry just did it the best. It
yeah,
just is what it
for
is.
sure, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. I just hate that it looks so ugly for the organization, man. Just like on the outside, it looks
Mhm.
bad, like it's almost embarrassing. But we all know that it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time when. So I'm looking at maybe when did CD got his deal? What, like the week before? I think it's gonna be like around that range, probably like next week or something like that. Because the
yeah. I
first
just
game
don't
is
understand how it's gonna get done. I don't understand how is there still money left for the Cowboys to spend? You know what I'm saying?
hey man, Jerry got it, man.
I'm saying like he might have it, but isn't there like I don't know how the cap works exactly, but like
Yeah,
there's so many guys paid on the Cowboys. Like just looking from the outside in, I mean, like from Dak to Trayvon to CD to Osa to Terrence to like there's a lot of guys paid.
then you got Tyler Smith coming down the pipe too, man.
Yeah, and he is a killer.
Yeah,
That boy's gonna have to get paid.
yeah,
Yeah, so something's just gonna have to be done. Something's gonna have to be done.
yeah. I think it's gonna happen though, man. But
Yeah,
hey, we're gonna leave that to them, man. Let them do their job, and we're just gonna sit
absolutely,
back and watch.
absolutely.
But
I'm looking forward to
um,
watching this D line rock, though. I tell you that,
for
though.
sure, for sure,
Yeah,
man.
I'm
Tell me
excited.
who's one of your favorite defensive linemen, man. Like this in the whole NFL.
Oh man, ever since D Law left, oh, in the whole NFL,
Yeah.
oh, Demarcus Lawrence,
Okay.
still,
Yeah.
still,
Yeah.
yeah,
D Law.
yeah.
Yeah, he was one of my faves too. That's my
Oh
guy.
no, like I mean, dude, like as far as like I think he's underrated. Like I mean, yeah, he had a couple injuries, but underrated as far as when he actually plays the game. Underrated. This guy has like if you really watch deep football, like and you look at like knockback and like setting the edge and doing the person's job, like giving like like a grade on a film. If you really sit back and give a grade on the film, you know, sack numbers or whatever, pressures, all that stuff. But like if you give a grade, a real grade, I'm telling you, Demarcus is up there in the top three for sure. Like I mean, when he, like in the game, you know what I'm saying? Like if you snap for snap, if you just compared him to the best of the best, he's
And
up
he's
there top three.
one of the greatest run stoppers I've seen in a while. That's
And
one of a
that's
lot of things that don't get talked about. It's one of the things that don't get talked about with him.
it's so dumb important when it comes to winning the game. You know what I'm saying? Like people are always like sack, 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 but like winning the game of football, like when they're talking about defense wins championships, you gotta stop the run. If you're not
Absolutely.
stopping the run, you're getting like you open up the whole thing for the offense. You know what I mean? So I mean, yeah, him and then Miles Garrett, freaking animal, dude. Like, what the heck, dude? I don't even know how to explain that guy. Like,
Yeah.
just watching him and how he gets into the backfield and just what he does to O linemen. Like, those O linemen got to be like, bro, this sucks. This sucks, bro. He
Yeah,
be blasting people. Head just pow.
yeah.
What am I doing today?
That's another
Imagine.
person that I feel like that would dominate in the NBA.
Yes.
Like just
Yeah.
his
I think he
tackling.
might be a little bit too stiff for the NBA though.
You think?
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't know, man. He kind of got that lateral movement, man, a little bit. I don't know. I don't
yeah,
know,
he
man.
do. He do. He do.
He might
Yeah,
have to bulk down just a tad bit, but I think he could do it
he
though.
gonna foul out for sure in the first. Most definitely.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, definitely, man. D-Law, man, is definitely underrated, man. I feel like he's gonna be missed. I don't want to say it, but I feel like he may be missed as far as stopping the run this year for Dallas. But
Hope not, but yeah, I mean,
yeah, we're gonna see how it plays.
Osa, I'm very excited to watch.
Yeah, I like Osa. I like
Yeah,
Osa.
I mean, I've always liked the way he worked, the way he stops the run. I mean, dude, like when he's healthy, like obviously down there and playing that position specifically, the three, it's like a truck hits you every time. So the way he does do it when he does it, he does really well. Like I'm very very impressed with Osa. And another guy that they don't talk about a lot on the defense is Donovan Wilson. That boy. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know like coverage versus hitting, but I know he hits.
Oh yeah,
And
he's
he
a heavy
hits
hitter,
to,
man.
yeah. I mean, and if you got a person at that position that hits like that, you got to think of like, there's a lot of things you got to think about when you're coming across the middle or like wherever he's at. Your eyes are on him, like, yo, where is this guy at? He can easily take me out the game.
Yeah, I remember when
Yeah.
he first like started to break out, man. Interceptions, forced fumbles, stuff like that, man. He's definitely capable of all that kind of stuff, making game changing plays. So
Yeah.
I feel like he's definitely another underrated person on that defense, man. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
for
My
sure.
last year, that COVID year, when no one was in the stands, you can hear that boy hit.
Yeah. What was
Like
that
through the
like,
whole.
man? That COVID year. Tell me about that. What was that
That was
like?
trash. It was so trash. Like there were stadiums that are like trying to do like the fake crowds with like crowd
Yeah,
noise, like for like practice when they play the crowd noise,
yeah,
make you simulate the crowd being there. There was stadiums that try to do that, and then there were stadiums that are like, hey, we're not even doing that. Like you're playing with an empty stadium. And then there was the Cowboys. They had people sectioned off. But
yeah,
um it was weird. It was stupid. But uh I guess it's like a piece of history, like another piece of history in the NFL that I was a part of. You know what I'm saying? Like out of all the things, I feel like I was a part of like some big pieces of like, the Kaepernick thing, like, all those things that went on in the league. I feel like I was, playing while a lot of those things were happening. And it was pretty crazy.
yeah. Definitely, man. Because I remember watching, man, during that COVID year, man. It was just the whole world was kind of in a shock, really.
Hmm.
I mean, we still had sports, but it wasn't like the norm. So definitely grateful to have things back to normal, man. And
Yeah.
we're blessed, man. Going into that 2020 season, though, did you think that would be your last year?
You know what? So when I had that double hip surgery, right? And I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna train as hard as I can. I'm gonna try and give it the best I can give it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully I can come back and feel great and get a couple more out of this thing, right? And then I came back. I trained hard, went really hard, and like throughout training camp, feeling really good, really good, really good. And then like game three, I tweaked my hip again, and like I just had back issues and everything the whole year. So
Oh
I was just
yeah,
trying to get through it. I was doing all the necessary things you have to do to play the game in the NFL. At the end of like on Saturday night, I'm like, hey, whatever we got to do for me to play this game, let's just get that done. You know what I'm saying? So like Sunday morning, I'd do whatever and I'd get in there, play the game, and then by the next Sunday, I'm still like, dog, how am I going to do this? So there was a point where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna train as hard as I can this next year. So I'm in the best shape of my life. And if I call it, I call it. I'll be in the best shape of my life. But if I don't, and I feel really good, I'm just gonna go after it and try and give it another shot. And unfortunately, I thought that would be with another team. So I was like, it was a big decision. And I prayed about it, and just stayed, praying. I stayed on my knees, like, hey. with my wife's hand in my hands, like, hey, I really need to get an answer to this because like it's one of the biggest decisions right now. And doc, I had an ankle surgery, routine ankle surgery, got some some bone, some chip bone out of my ankle. And like I'm like, all right, well, I'll be back training in 2 weeks, so this is perfect. Week two comes around, my calf is killing me, everything's bulging down there. I'm like, what the heck's going on? So like, I'm like, all right, I'll be back in 2 weeks. It's not a big deal. I'll be back in an extra 2 weeks, bro. Like I'm trying to figure it out. My one of my trainers up at Built For It, K Bond's gym, she told me, she's like, yeah, you got to go to the hospital. And I was like, why? And she's like, I'm not going to work on your calf. I think you may have like a blood clot in it. Go to the hospital. And so I called our trainers up. I'm like, I need to get to the hospital. Like, all right, we'll get you in. I had a blood clot in my calf. And so like that caught me off guard. No, I had it in my leg somewhere. I think it was in my calf. But yeah, I had a blood clot in my calf. Um, Caught me off guard. And then so I talked to the doc that did my surgery, and he's like, all right, now get to the hospital. I mean, I got that at just like a normal, like little MRI or like a ultrasound thing. And he's like, all right, we're gonna rush you to the hospital and get you to the hospital, because like when that happens, other things could happen. So got to the
Absolutely.
hospital. Long story short, I had a pulmonary embolism in my chest growing, and it could have killed me like that.
Wow.
So yeah, so I was it was like two tiny little pulmonary embolisms, but they were still there, right? So they gave me this shot, and they were like, "Hey, if you survive the night," they told me and my wife this. This is during COVID too, by the way. So like she wasn't even allowed in the hotel room for like until like they noticed that, and like it was like, "Hey, we're gonna give you the shot. If you make it overnight, you'll make it."
Oh
So
wow.
yeah,
That's crazy.
I got the shot, and then I was on blood thinners for 6 months. So I was like, "You can't play ball on blood thinners," and that would have been into like week three. It was just a big mess, right? And I was like, hey, listen, crazy way to answer the prayer, but hey, you answered it, dog. I'm done. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like that's it. All right.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was a very, very clear understanding that that was the time for me, and I was super comfortable with it. Kind of knew what I wanted to do going into the future. That kind of blew up. That's not what I'm doing, but I'm still just really enjoying it, being a father to the best of my abilities, and just running with Crawford Signature Spaces and the Three Pines brand that we got, and just kind of just enjoying entrepreneurship. Really,
Yeah.
it's a blessing for sure.
Yeah. Man, sometimes God, man, to just make that better decision for you, man. I mean,
Absolutely,
that was just for the better part of your health. So,
yeah.
um,
He don't make mistakes. I'll tell you that.
yeah, definitely, definitely. Um, Tell me, after 9 NFL seasons, man, what does life after football look for you?
Honestly, dog. Real talk. It's just kind of like the family thing. The family thing is huge for me. I'm trying to take that and be the best I can. Obviously, I'm a man. There's hurdles. Um, You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like my wife's a woman and there's hurdles for her as well, you know what I'm saying? But like, this is it's a constant, it's work, it's to be the father the type of father that I want to be, it takes work, it takes effort. Just getting up after, going to work all day. I go to work now all day. And so, getting up after that and putting in work with my daughters and just, trying to help them to the best of my abilities, that takes work. So that's one thing. And then I just jumped into business with my brother, continuing to try and like learn how to manage my portfolio, alongside my advisor and stuff like that. But and then just learn, business. Like I'm kind of under it's my little brother, but I'm kind of under him in business. We own a business together, Crawford Signature Spaces, outdoor construction here in Dallas.
Okay.
And yeah, we do like luxury outdoor finishes, right? So we do a lot of putting greens, a lot of sports courts, like dope designs. We're into pretty much anything you could build outdoors. A lot of landscaping, a lot of nice landscaping, pools, everything, right?
Yeah.
And we just do kind of full turnkey backyards that or outdoor spaces for businesses that kind of has just been flourishing, dude. And just following him, he's a salesman like I've never seen, right? So like I follow him, into that world, and we've just kind of worked well as a team, and we're doing that well and thriving in that. And then I got a couple other things in the works that I just like passion projects of mine that we'll have a podcast about maybe in like 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. For
yeah,
sure, man. Got to check that out for sure,
yeah,
man.
absolutely.
Yeah. Do you still stay connected to football in any kind of way, man? The
Yeah,
coaching down the pipeline, anything like that?
yeah. So I'm very passionate. Like the one thing that for me is like one of like the biggest influences in my life were first my mom, but then my coaches. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna take my dad out of that equation. Like my dad is yes, but like I mean my coaches had a huge influence in my life. Um, they helped me in a lot of ways. Growing up and taught me a lot of things. In a lot of ways growing up and. Um, I understand that like over here is just a completely different story though. Like I'm from Canada and coaching is kind of like a voluntary basis thing, like it's voluntary, come in, you coach. It's not as serious. Here it's like full-time job, actually more than a full-time job. It's, like I don't even know, 60-hour weeks for some high school coaches. So that's not really in my interest. I'm planning on rolling out this program I call the Work Blueprint,
Okay.
and I spell work with an extra K because all it really is for me is like putting in extra work. Like I don't want to be like, like what some guy. I don't want to steal you from your strength program at your school, like at your high school. Like I want you to do that strength program, and I just want to work on the things that you're supposed to work on that are extra. Like the things that you should be thinking about, like the extra little things, working on your forearm strength, your grip strength as D lineman, different things for craft. Um, explosion workouts, all your shin stuff, getting in the pool, all that kind of stuff. I want to work on all that extra stuff that you should be working on. If you want to exceed, the next athlete, you know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of thing I'm going to be doing. I have a lot of programs that I have written down and then in my head, kind of like how we'll do it. One of my mottos is continuous reps of the simplest movements. So like when it comes to coaching D linemen and coaching in their craft. I do it like how Marinelli did with me, and I call him Master Splinter because I don't know if you remember in like Ninja Turtles when they do have to do like 500 backflips.
Yeah.
You know, that's what he would make me do on the goalpost, like 500 stab club grip, stab
500
club
rip.
grip, stab club grip. And so I'm just, but honestly, when it came to the game, he would always say these like constant repetitions of the simplest movements. And
Yep.
I'm like, all right, yeah. So I just did that. And like when it came to the game, it was kind of like, like those moments where you get the sack. It's those moments where you really didn't have to think about it. It was like, oh, step up, rip, bow, boom. And then you're like, whoa, did I just do that? Like off of muscle memory? So yeah, it forms habits. And that's kind of how I'm gonna coach young individuals.
Yeah.
I know that's a lot. I be
That's
talking a lot.
Nah, man. That was great. That was great, bro. That was great. Ty, man, we're gonna get you out of here on this one. Cowboys versus Eagle, man. September the
Yeah.
4th. Who you
Yeah.
got, man?
Well, I got the Cowboys. It's not even it's not even like, hey, like how do I see the matchups? It's like it's complete like bias and hate. Like of course I got the Cowboys, man. I hate the Eagles, bro. I can't stand anything about that place. Or like honestly, they were just so disrespectful as fans that like I
Oh,
will never
I
be.
heard the stories, man. What's the most craziest thing you ever heard an Eagles fan say?
I can't even say it on here, fam. I'm looking back at these Eagles fans and they're saying it's these three white dudes and they're sitting beside two black dudes on one side of them and then another black dude on the other side of them. And I'm looking at these white dudes and I'm looking and they're saying like these things, right? And like to me and like a couple other guys, I think Law was there. And I just had to look back. I was like, I know they can't just be saying this out loud without getting punched in the face. And I'm looking back and I turn around and the black guy's like, he's running. He's running. And I'm
Oh
like,
my god. Oh
he's like,
wow.
tell his ass. I'm like, this is the most absurd thing I've ever been a part of. And that's just like that. Like I'm talking about spit, uh, snowballs with stuff in it, like liquid, like beer. And it's like,
Popcorn.
but you don't know if it's beer. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just get hit with a snowball and it smells like beer a little bit, but you're like, man, he could have pissed on this. You know what I mean? Like, so like, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
They're just like the only other fans I've ever was like that is only because I got spit on was Fresno State when Boise went up to Fresno State, but and I got spit on and I hate like any like bodily fluid that comes from another human that
Yeah, that's
ain't
very
my wife,
disrespectful,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? I
Yeah.
ain't really for me,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like people
Yeah,
are crazy though, man. People are
yeah.
crazy.
People are crazy.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
man, you say you got the Cowboys, man. I'm gonna rock with the Cowboys too, man. I really feel like they could pull it out. I feel like a
Yeah,
lot of people are doubting them, man. I feel like they could definitely shock the Eagles, man, in that very first game. Cause they right now they hot on their high horse. They they probably had a ring ceremony. Well, no, they already got their rings, but they
yeah,
probably hang a banner or something that night. Man, I really do feel like those guys can upset them because people, when they think about it, Dak didn't play the Eagles not one time last year.
yeah. That's true.
Yeah. So,
That's true.
and he runs the NFC East, man. So,
And Dak's a killer.
yeah.
Dak's ball is so dimed out, it's crazy, bro. Like this guy can literally, I knew he was ill when we were sitting there playing cards one night, and there's this like little tiny basketball hoop on the them little basketball hoops that you put on the door.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I got
somebody
a hoop
passed,
right here.
yeah, somebody passed him the ball, and he had the ball in his hand like this, and he was like, they're like, man, you ain't gonna make that, man. Whatever, $20. I'll say it was $20, right? And he goes, nah, I'll make it. Pow, makes it, and I'm like, and he was like super confident about it, and I was like, damn. He's like, man, do it again. He's like, no, I'll do it again. He's like, I'm not doing it after this stuff. And he goes, pow, drops it. I'm talking
Wow.
about a dog. We had to have been 20. No, maybe that far. We were about 20 feet, maybe 15
Wow.
feet.
Wow.
Bro,
That's crazy.
about an hour later, did it again. And then just
Wow.
got up off the table and was like, all right, y'all. I was like, what? This is crazy. That's
Oh
right. I
man.
mean, I knew he was ill, like as a person. Like I say, Dak could run for president if he wanted. But I'm saying, like, I didn't know, like, when confidence meets precision, like he's got all that. He's got it.
Oh
Like when
yeah.
he throws a ball, like he's just like dimes that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's dope to see. And that's
He's
why,
a
like,
very, very poised individual, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But Jalen is too, though, man.
Jalen Hurts. Yeah.
Yeah, like again, I'm a hater of all of them. You know what I mean? But it's hard to be a hater of that guy.
I like Jalen Hurts coming out of high school. I mean, not high school, college, but he just went to the wrong NFL team.
Yeah, he
So
did go to the wrong team.
yeah, so that sucks. But love him as a player though, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, for sure, good player.
But Ty, man, we appreciate you for coming on, man, for sure.
Absolutely, brother.
Tell everybody
Absolutely.
where to go find you at.
Shoot, man. Honestly, on my page, you can find all my pages. But T Crawford 98. That's on X. That's on Instagram. That's on Facebook. I really don't got a TikTok. I think we do have a TikTok, but I'm gonna try and post that on Instagram too. I forget what the name is of that thing. But yeah, man, and Crawford Signature Spaces, if you can show love there, come show love because we're trying to grow the company. It's a passion of mine. It's one of my new babies. So again, follow me on my personal page for everything that I plan to get into, and I'm excited about all of it. So hopefully I can be a little inspiration to others as well, just to do whatever you want and do it well.
Absolutely, man.
Oh yeah, brother.
Absolutely.
And I love the intro, by the way. Man's got an intro now. I'm like,
Oh
wow,
yeah.
that's just
Oh yeah,
crazy.
man. We official, man. We
I
official, man.
love
We
it,
got
dude.
we got t-shirts, all that. Man, I gotta
Ooh.
send you one. I'm
Yeah,
gonna send one your way, man.
I'm gonna send you a hat too.
Oh yeah.
I'll send you a hat too. So we got all this going on, and I'm gonna send you I'm working on some cowboy hats.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna peek it too much. But when I send you one, you're gonna have to wear it on the podcast. One, you can just pop it on and pop it off.
I
But
got you.
yeah. They're ill. They're not just like, you ain't just gonna be wearing no regular cowboy hat. They're
Oh,
ill.
yeah, come on, man. I got you.
Yeah.
But Ty, man, we appreciate you, man. When you get some time, man, come back and stop by and hang out with us, man.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna have some things to talk about. You know me, I'm gonna talk. So I'm definitely gonna come back for sure, man. I appreciate you having me on again, and much love always. Let's get a Madden game in if you ain't too rusty.
Oh, come on, man. I'm still giving BTA out. Everybody know that.
I beat you, didn't I?
No,
Dang,
absolutely not.
I don't even think I got a dub that whole time doing that. That's crazy. But that's all right though.
All right, man. Ty, man, I appreciate you, man. We'll get up
Appreciate
for
you,
sure, man.
Absolutely, man. Yep.
Right.
Stay up. Peace.